Hey everyone, welcome back to All the Mod 6. This week we'll be working on Tinker's Construct and Apotheosis. So, as a fitting name for this episode, I think we'll call it Seared and Spawners, or Seared Spawners depending on how I make the logo, but let's get right into our first task, building a smeltery. Now, I thought this would end up being like old Tinker's Construct, which was very easy and enjoyable to play with, but as you'll soon find out, it's changed a lot. First, we'll start by collecting sand, gravel, and clay to make grout. Then we'll build 8 furnaces for the 8 stacks of grout I made because I didn't quite think pacing through. I also took some time to build a water elevator to our mine, along with some stencils, a tool station, and a part builder that we will be using later. But no worries, with that on the go, we may as well go mining for some iron and copper because we now need a seared melter to make a smeltery controller. What? How does that make sense? I poured copper on a seared heater. Wouldn't it have made more sense to make it by hand? Like, copper is malleable. Whatever. Contrived crafting recipes aside, Tinker's is an amazing mod when all is said and done, and effectively doubles your ore output early game, along with allowing you to create infinitely repairable tools that can be modified without the need of enchanting. I also pulled those bricks out of the oven, and while I seem to have huffed some coal fumes, a little allergies won't stop me from building this smeltery for us. Ah, nice. Now we need to load it up with lava. But as a quick aside, I'm fairly sure these smelteries can be built larger than 3x3. In fact, I think they can be as small as 1x1. Now a larger smeltery will hold more liquids, but gets exponentially more expensive as you scale up the basin. Speaking of basins, let's demo this thing by going to the nether to collect some cobalt and bringing it back to make... What? They changed the recipes too? Ugh. Alright, so now Ardite doesn't exist and instead we need to alloy ancient debris with cobalt to make manulin, but we need a higher temperature liquid in order to... You know what? Fuck it. We're just making cobalt pickaxe. This system is dumb and stupid and hurts my square brain. Alright, so we patiently wait for this cobalt to smelt along with some gold ingots I fetched earlier, which will allow me to make casts so I can pour out the cobalt and make cobalt tool parts, which will take to this handy dandy table. Now we simply shift click our tool parts in and... Wait, why didn't they go into the right spots? Alright, fix that. Now we make our pickaxe. I also made a mattock, which is like an axe, shovel, and hoe in one tool, and it's pretty useful for chopping trees and the likes. I then modify this pickaxe with some silky cloth to make it silk touch, which wasn't shown in the modifier section of this book, same with the luck modifier, which was changed from lapis to some really unintuitive method. I'm gonna be honest, old Tinker's was fine the way it was. Progression made sense, and making it more annoying didn't make the experience fresh or enjoyable to me. If you'd like to find the lucky modifier, which replaced luck, go into JEI and hit your U key on a rabbit's foot to get all the recipes for the lucky modifiers, since each lucky modifier needs one. Silk gems were also replaced with said silky cloth that I used for silk touch, and that's made with rose gold and string. Regardless, let's head to the end now, because I'm tired of traveling without an elytra, and I want some diamond armor, so let's build a platform near our end gateway and... Oh. I'm not gonna lie, whatever mod added all these end biomes blew my mind when I went through the gateway, as I wasn't expecting such grandiose biomes in the dimension. They added a sense of character to the end that Mojang never could, and I'll consider doing a video exploring biomes in both the end and the nether. As for an end city, we didn't have to travel too far for one, a quick hop, skip, and jump from our gateway. Now, I'm really used to having enchanted diamond, at least when exploring the end, so I forgot that mobs like the shulker actually really hurt, which almost caused a few deaths. In the end, no pun intended, I got myself some enchanted iron armor along with an enchanted diamond chestplate, and of course, one elytra. Also netted quite a few diamonds to make myself a new pickaxe after losing my other one in the nether due to, bad decisions. But before we go back to the overworld, I had to trek back and I kinda messed up a pearl throw. Oh no. But don't worry, because I think I hit a clutch pearl throw and something regenerated my health from half a heart, and I wouldn't have to fetch my gravestone from the abyss. So back at home, we make that pickaxe I mentioned and enchant it with fortune, and you know that, and I quote, vein of 1 diamond from last video? Yeah, this one. It's actually a vein of 5. I also found another vein that I quickly yoinked before getting out and making some more armor once I fortuned all the ore. Now is the cool part. We're heading back into the nether so I can quickly grab a blaze spawner. This guy is going to come with us to the overworld where another building montage is going to happen. Now before I leave you guys with the music, now's a perfect time to tell you to like the video if you've enjoyed it so far and leave a subscription as I'll be making these every week. In the middle of building this, I forgot 2 important things with blaze farms. One is that repeaters power the block they touch or output into and not the block above them. And the second is that sticky pistons are supposed to be used in order to push the blocks placed where my pistons currently are. I end up fixing this with a trip to our friendly neighborhood Slime Island again. And I grossly overestimated how many pistons and repeaters I'd need. Oh well, I love redstone, so they'll probably see use at some point. Now, we should quickly implement these. With these fixes in place, we can now finish our spawner. And with it complete, we now have infinite blazes, which we will use for our smeltery someday, along with it being a steady, safe, and stable XP farm. I also prettied up our area a little bit as a reward for all my hard work. A little detail can go a long way. Congratulations on making it this far if you have. As always, I'll be live on Twitch the same day this goes up at 5 p.m. EST, so make sure to hop over to my Twitch page and give me a follow if you haven't already. We're doing a vanilla series where I've gone through every update, and we're about to start 1.16 this week. We also talk about a ton of things, so I can't wait to see you guys there. But as always, I'll see you guys next week.